Well, hello, folks. What are we doing today? You remember my balls up from last week with this damn thing. We had flaring, we had flames, and then finally got it going. But then the next day, off camera, I went to start it again. In fact, after I got it going, I actually had this thing burning 4 hours hanging on a shepherd's hook in the garden. It was faultless. I switched it off. Next day I went to start it, where there was flame. It kind of lit, and then paraffin started dripping out the mantle and coming down the side. Set fire to the bench, and yeah, I give up on it. But I don't know why I'm putting that up there. We're fed up with that damn thing. But what have I got? A proper Tilley, ex-army, an old railway gate lamp. That is most impressive. And another old Tilley, but I didn't have a burner. But now I have gallon of paraffin, brand new bottle of meths, and a box which should be full of Tilley bits. We're going to have a grand light up and see if any or all of these work. This thing, I know works. To be honest, I bought it off my mate Jeffrey at Henham Rally, and I've had this one lit. My mate Matt, because I didn't have a burner, he got this one going. Although I personally have never lit a Tilley. This one, I bought this off a stall at Henham. Lovely ex-army Tilley. Shame about the little dent, apart from that, really good. No mantle on this one. And it isn't actually a Tilley, because it's got a built-in burner. So this is the one I'm really interested to see if it works. So, I'll stop waffling and let's, well, disassemble, fuel up, whatever we've got to do with these things. See how they go. Now then, before we start this video, I want to say a very, very heartfelt thank you to all the people that have donated to buy me a coffee this month. This month's supporters, we're going to start putting the supporters' names in. So this month's supporters on Buy Me a Coffee are going to be on the screen here somewhere. So thank you so much for your donations. Much appreciated. Right, we'll crack on with the video. So guys, one at a time. In fact, let me get you guys down here, because you're going to see better when you're down here at eye level. Right, we'll do one at a time. We'll do the green one last. We'll start with the easiest one. Now, my mate Jeff lit this. I've never lit any of these. Have I even got a lighter up here? Yes, I have. Right here. Right, now somehow he hinged the door open. Was it something to do with this? Oh, yes. There we go. We messed around with a wick. Is there any paraffin in it? I seem to have a little bit in there, look. Nope, that's got to come back for its little holder. There we go. Look at that. Now, I remember from my granddad's days with paraffin lamps, you don't have them cranked right up because they smoke. So Grandad always said, if you have the wicks too high, they'll smoke and soot everything up. So just have them low. There we go. Let's shut this up. And here we are, guys. There we go. And this one has even got the two lines in the glass. Look, you see the lines better in this one. And apparently this went on top of a gate or something. I don't know. But that is a very nice little lamp. We will leave this one going, and we'll have a lash at getting, I'm standing on something, the silver Tilley going. Right guys, that's set the railway lamp that's set up outside. Now this one, my mate Matt did have it going. Like I said, I personally have never lit it. All I've done is what a lot of people have done, is I've watched various YouTube videos on how people light these things. We're going to put some paraffin in here. I don't know how much it needs, but it don't sound like there's an awful lot in there, do it? Oh, there seems plenty. Now, how he said he lights his, he said he puts about 5 or 10 pumps in them. I think he said 10 pumps. Then he lights his burner. Yeah, then he lights his burner. Leave that to heat. And then, well, turn it on. Now, this Tilley has got a little chrome disc. Down here, look. What's this for? Because it, like, slides up. I've seen dozens of Tilleys, what my mates have got. None of theirs has got that. So is that a little windshield? Is this a more modern one? I haven't got a clue. I really don't have a clue. Anyhow, you guys seem to enjoy me nearly setting fire to my damn self for that Chinese thing. Let's see how we go on with an English one. Now we have Tilley mantles. I think we have 5 in here, is there? 2 in here. And then in here there should be a glass Tilley, a glass mess jar, and a burner. Ha! There's the preheater, look. Proper little jar with Tilley on the top. And there we go. Here is brand new Tilley burner. There we are, if I can get the damn thing out of the packet. Now these little kits what come as the Tilley burner, the Tilley jar, and I think 2 mantles was about 16 quid. Now I know how my mate Matt did his, is he fills his little jar half full of meths. What a lovely colour that is, isn't it? Or 3/4 full we're going. He fills up to right there. And he just... yeah, I'm just checking that does clip on. This should... there you go, that does clip on. So he dips his meths in, and he waits for the bubbles, and then he pulls it out, he puts his top on his jar, and then he gets his lighter, which we had a minute ago and we lost, because that's how organised we are. He lights the damn thing. Whoa, that's a way, look. And then he puts that on. There we go. Right. And he said he gives it about 10 pumps. Make sure this is off, yep. So we've given it about 10 pumps. You guys aren't going to be able to see this very well, but it is lighting. So I think, well, some condensation built up on the inside of that glass. Look, let me just turn the light out, because it is dark outside. So there you go. We have turned the light out, so you can see that meth's now burning. It's burning with quite an orange flame, but I'm assuming that's just because... it's a new burner and it's burning the newness off. We did put a mantle in this thing. Anyhow, do you know I can virtually see what I'm doing by that light? Can you guys actually see what's going on there? You can, look. There you go. Now he does leave these to work, to sort of run, because if he lights them too early they all flare up out the top. So I was told, don't be impatient, virtually let that thing burn right out. But he said he gives it about 10 pumps, and then just before it burns out he goes about another 50 pumps with it. I'm having a look up here. Oh, yes. It is certainly going right up that evaporator. That flame is nearly lapping out of the top. So I'm going to pump this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. So we're going about 60 pumps. That light is... Them flames are getting a little bit lower now. I can just about see the knob we got to turn, but I don't want to get flare up. So I'm letting it burn a bit. Listen. Whoa! What's going on? Way, look at that! Straight away, no flare, no flame. Look at that, guys. Straight away, we have a lovely Tilley. Right, there we are. The Tilley experts will tell me why we've got that flicker and not. Have I got an airlock in there? Do you reckon we got a form of airlock? No, I reckon we just had a little air bubble in there. We are certainly... Oh, Christ. Now we're away. Look how bright that is. Whoa. Right, another one. I'm going to put this one outside and we'll do the green one. Alright, the silver one is outside. So we'll have a look at this green one, which I bought as a Tilley. Everyone call it a Tilley. But it's actually, if I look on the bottom, it isn't a Tilley. Let me move. It's a... There is actually some old paraffin in here. If I tip him up... Willis and Bates, England, number 2049. Never use petrol. Yes, Willis and Bates, England. So, That's this one. Right, I've never had this lit. So we need to basically do some checks on this. I have thoroughly cleaned this because when I bought it, it was basically covered in dust, crap, muck. But to give me something to do at Henham Rally, as you can see, we need to put a mantle on there. I did have a bit of wire wool in the van, and I did the chrome around there, a bit of the aluminium. I cleaned the glass up. Isn't that glass in lovely condition? Look at that. Alright, but this one has got a built-in burner, look. See, our burner is like built in the bottom here, so I think we lift this up and just fill this up with meths. But before we do that, I want to make sure there's there's paraffin in there. I just pulled it and that all slopped out the side. Whether that paraffin is any good, ooh, she stink a bit. It's paraffin. It's just got to be flammable. I'm absolutely sure it's absolutely fine. Right, what I do want to do is pump it and open this knob and see if we get any fuel out of the top here. Well, that's pumping. I can see a little sweat forming at the top. Oh, crikey, that's hitting the roof. We certainly had a little jet of paraffin there. Oh, God, that spurted straight out. That spurted straight out of there and hit the top of the shed. Or I can see why my mate says don't put a lot of pressure in before you start, because they do seep out. I'm saying that this one, now I've done this right up. Whoa, there you go. Yeah, that's definitely coming out. I don't know whether you guys can see that. I'm going to. Yeah, we've released the pressure out of that. While we just put a mantle on here. Now, I'm assuming this takes like a Tilley mantle. So we're going to open our mantles up. Tilley lamps, look, there you go. These are different to them Chinese mantles I got, purely because with these ones, there's a hole in the bottom. Yeah, there's a hole in the bottom of these ones, so. Why do they make these bags so they never come undone? There we go. Right, we need to get a mantle out. And this should be one which has got a hole top and bottom. And it has, look, see, we've got a hole top and bottom and a string top and bottom. So we're going to open this up. The hell is up with this? That's like that's already been tied up, the damn thing. What the hell? This one don't undo very well. I don't know, maybe we open the top hole. No, these ain't been tied. So here we go. I need to be a little bit careful with these mantles because I know they can be a little bit delicate. But I think that's only once they've been lit. Has this thing already been tied up? That bloody has, you know. Why has new mantles come pretty much already tied up? Have I got this right? So guys, whatever is happening here? It shouldn't be that hard to open up a mantle, I'm sure. It's like these damn things have been tied up already. Now this one certainly hasn't. Aha! Right, okay. Okay. I don't quite know what's going on here and why these mantles are so damn tight. These have, you know, these mantles, I don't know whether you can see that, these mantles have already got a damn knot in them. Seriously. These mantles have got a bloody knot in them already. There you go. Damn thing had a knot in it. Why would this happen, guys? Why would a brand new mantle be already tied up? This shouldn't happen, I'm sure. I'm sure these mantles shouldn't be damn well tied up from new. But they bloody well are. Excuse my language, but there you go, look. Damn things have got a knot in them already. There you go. And there we go. Look at that. Damn things were already tied. Right, I'm going to put this mantle over here. So that goes round the bottom. Get our two legs. Then we can tie it. I'm going to put one right round. And then we can tie this end up, I think. Excuse my hand-fistedness here, but I know I need to be a little bit careful that I don't pull these strings too hard, because I don't want to snap them. There you go, we've got a double knot in there. Alright, now we need to get this end over here and tie this end up. Would you believe these damn things were pre-tied? That I cannot get over. So we're coming round a couple of times just to make sure she is tied on the bottom there. There we go. Alright. What's that look like? There we go. Now I think once this is going, yeah, let's pull this down a little. There you go, we're in that shoulder now. Right. We can get the main light back. I will fill this little thing up with mess. There we go. Phew. So we'll fill this little thing up here with mess. Right, it appears That's fairly soaked up the thing. We're sort of 3/4 full. So we'll drop that back on there. Put our glass back on. I'm quite intrigued to see if this one works. I'll give it a half a dozen pumps. I ain't going to get this on wrong, am I? No, you can't, this one, really. So we'll do that. Where did I put the handle for this one, guys? And can we light this from underneath? Oh, we can light it from underneath. Right, I was worried. Whoa! Now, I believe that's just a brand new mantle burning off. You guys might as well see all this, mightn't you? We'll leave that to hopefully do its thing. While I put the handle back on. Don't worry, guys, I have at least 6 fire extinguishers in here ready to hand. In fact, I've got 1, or 2 should I say, right there. And they are fully charged and ready, so do not panic, guys. And there's 3 more fire extinguishers on the back wall behind me. We have plenty of fire extinguishers. Do not panic. Plus, if things do start going cattywampus, I can just, well, I can just carry it up with the handle and take it outside. Right, so this one, I have no idea if it works, but we've put half a dozen pumps. It feels a lot of pressure in this already. Cool. Now, to give us about another 20. There you go. Surely that's full. That certainly is. We don't appear to have any leaks. Oh, she's all right. Oh, yes, she's well and truly flaming. Shall I turn the light out again? There you go. Do you know, I can see a lovely glow outside from the other Tilley. There we go. Can you see? You can see. Now, I bet you never thought you'd be watching me light Tilley lamps again, was you? But there you go. What a lovely, I say, and this one's ex-army. I don't know what you're seeing somewhere sort of here. You're seeing an additional flame where my finger is, but if you there's 2 of my fingers, I've got like a refraction on my camera lens. The camera lens actually cracked a few months ago, causing that sort of double shadow what I was having, what a lot of you were complaining about. Well, I had the lens replaced, but that shadow still remains. So if you're seeing a second flame, which you are, look, somewhere sort of, there's the lamp, you're seeing an extra flame up the top here, but there isn't a flame there, believe me. You know, there's no flame. I'm waving my hand in front of it, and there's no flame there. See, my hand's blocking it there, but it's like a reflection, so. Right. Well, she seems to be well and truly, yeah, she seems to be well and truly flaring, you know, burning up, getting warm. We'll let this one burn down just a little bit, get a bit more heat in, because I am itching to turn this one on and see if she works. I will be really happy because this is a lovely old ex-army Tilley lamp. Well, I keep calling it a Tilley, it isn't. What make was it again? We did read it on the bottom, didn't we? And my memory is so bad on fish brain that I don't remember it. Alright, that flame is actually starting to burn down now, so I'm hoping there's enough heat in the evaporator for this to work. Right, the flame is not quite, yeah, it's just off the mantle, so I'm going to give this just a little turn on. Look! Oh, what's going on? We've got a big gust of flame, look. Right, we seem to have a little flame going outside the mantle. It's like she's not quite flaring up, I wouldn't say. But it isn't burning how it should. So do anyone know why it's doing that? Yeah, we've got a sort of glowy flame, which I don't think should be there. I mean, it's lit. But we don't have the bright light off it. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. What we have is like flames coming out the top. Do you see what I mean? It's really, yeah, you can see perfect now. There's like flames coming out the side of the mantle. What causes that? Why are we getting flames at the top? We're getting the right size hiss. But we're just getting flames out of the top. But for testing purposes, there we go. For testing purposes, I'm happy. So I'm going to carry this outside. Cool, I've definitely got enough pressure in this. There's got to be enough pressure in there, guys. Oh, yeah. But why we're getting that ball flame coming out from round the mantle, I do not know. Is it a case of I've got to clean the tip out? Let's take this one outside and then we'll have a look at all of them. So here we go. Let's go outside and you will see. Oh yes, one's certainly burning brighter than the other two. This one's never going to be bright. It's my old railway lantern. There we go. She got a lovely little flame in the railway light. The silver Tilley, that is giving off an amazing amount of light. Bearing in mind it is pitch black down here. And this is shining. I don't know, that gate is what? 25 feet away? And it's still lighting that up. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see if we can see down, see if that'll shine out on the track. Look at that, I can see right across the track into the field. Tell you, the light output from this thing is quite phenomenal. Oh, it's a foggy night, really foggy. There we go, there's our Tilley lamp, look. That is lovely. Now, why is this one doing this caper? If any of you guys know, we have a sort of glow out the mantle, but we're also got it coming out the top like that. And like so. So this one is not right. What could be causing that, guys? What actually causes this? Because I really do not know. I really don't. All the air holes are clear around there. The air holes in the top. Does it just need that little prick tool going through the top and cleaning the jet out. Because no matter where I adjust this to, we'll turn it down a bit. There you go, we're turning it down and we've got like a dark glow. But yeah, we're just getting that fireball coming out of the mantle. It's not as if that's overfueling. In fact, I might turn it right off because that obviously isn't right. But it's like, why is it doing that? I mean, look how bright that one is. Let's turn that right off. See, and if you turn it on again, it's still like flames. So I think we've definitely got enough heat there. Because you can turn it right off, on again, and it will self-ignite, but it's not giving out a bright light, guys. So, Tilley experts, what's going on there? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to let the pressure out. There was certainly ample pressure in that. I'm going to leave that bleed screw undone because I don't want that pressurising overnight. But there we go. I think we can finish the video now. I mean, that Tilley is just beautiful. And that is a genuine Tilley. You can read it on the glass, look. Ooh, can't see there. Look at that. This is a genuine Pyrex 171, heat resistant, made in UK. So, this is a genuine Tilley. Is there such model as a Tilley 171, or is that just a model number of the glass? I haven't got a clue. We do have Tilley actually written on the bottom here, look. But I don't know what model this is. Tilley, there we go. Manufactured in United Kingdom. Right there. So there we are, guys. We have the old Tilley lamps all working. What I ought to do, if it ain't too hot. No. Cool. Ah, that preheater needs to come off there. There you go. We've got the preheater off, look. I don't suppose you're meant to leave that in there when it's going, because that'll burn it out, I think. But there we go. We have a Tilley. So guys, back in the shed with our Tilleys. This one has been phenomenal. So, they're all back in here. Green one, railway lantern, all good. I think we can now shut these down and end this video. Let's come in and have a look. So, my Tilley parts are all back in the box. Let's shut the Tilley down. I think we turn this knob off and we let the pressure out. There we go. There you go. Pressure is out. That's left undone a bit, so if anything cool and contract, nothing's going to buckle or bow. So yes, these two are done. The lovely little railway lantern. I'm sorry, but I absolutely, out of all these, I know it's not very bright. This thing is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Reminds me of Grandad's old greenhouse heaters. So, I'll flip the top and blow in. There you go. She's out. And there's the smoke. There we go, guys. Our Tilleys and our railway lantern are all switched off and made safe. None of them are pressurised now. They've all got the pressure out. There's nothing they can set light to on the bench. Although they are hot, they're not that hot that they're going to set fire or anything. So, that's it. So yes, thank you very much again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and again, thank you so much to all you that's done the buy me a coffee thing. It is much appreciated. Times are very hard in the days of YouTube now, because YouTube, in their lovely wisdom, have now started taking an extra 25%. It has made a big difference. So your buy me a coffees really do keep the channel going. Without them, we would be struggling. So yes, I want to thank you all very much. Like I say, your names were up at the beginning, and we're going to start doing that now on most of the videos. We'll put the supporters' names, so you know I acknowledge you. And if you want your name there, just go to buy me a coffee and I'll do the same. Right, thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye for now. My Tillies.